What's going on, everybody? We're coming to you live from Take a Chance Records in Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm Lil Siren, a.k.a. Will. We got Nate over here.
Yes, sir.
What episode is this?
14.
14. So we got probably one more, and that'll be the conclusion of season 1.
Yeah, season 2 we're coming different.
Yeah.
I promise.
Oh, yeah, we're going to be working. Nate's back home.
It's been a while since we've... For everyone that don't know, every episode was pre-recorded.
This is only the second episode we have filmed in 2023.
Yeah.
So...
Anyways, Zen Den on.
We're gonna introduce.
We got it. No, we got one of the OG TAC artists. If not, he was the OG.
I think the first ever Take a Chance record client in
First
2021.
One that might still be here. I'm not sure. I came up one day. How I found about Take a Chance. I seen it on PJ's story one time. That's literally how I found it.
How you know PJ?
That's probably the OG.
So I used to work with my boy Mike. He was a producer. And you know Dave, PJ's friend? His rap name is like Young Viz. He don't live down here right now. Shout out Viz. But me and him were always cool, and then we started rapping. And then he brought over his friend PJ, and that's how I got introduced to him. He brought over PJ and Juan.
I always thought
so
that
I knew them for a minute.
Yeah, I always thought you guys met through Mason. That would have made the most sense. Because, I know you and Mason are close. Shout out Mason Gray. Yeah, she was on an episode. Go check out her episode, too. But yeah, that's why I always thought it, because I knew Mason and him were close. Mm-hmm. So I figured that's kind of how y'all met.
I've known PJ for a minute. And then one time, Mason was like, yeah, PJ pulled up to Red Robin. And I was like, for real? And I didn't know she went to Flat Rock either. So I was like, damn, y'all know him and Juan.
Yeah.
So it was kind of weird. It was like one of those, damn,
them
Flat
Rock boys coming different nowadays.
Yeah, for real. So when did you first go to TAC? Was it 2021, right?
Yeah, 2021.
What was that first interaction like?
It was different. It was back when Chance was using Logic, so he didn't even have Pro Tools or nothing.
Back in the day.
It felt like a different studio.
It low-key might have been TM Studios, like the end of No, because he already had the advertisements out. Never mind.
Yeah, he didn't even have like the glow-up sign or whatever, like the light sign.
Yeah, I remember those days too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it was still like when he first started.
And you found out through PJ, you said?
On his Snapchat story. It was studio. It was pretty close to my house, too, so I was just like, shit, I pull up.
It came out of nowhere. And as somebody, like, being downriver like you were, like, I was looking for a new studio. And then he hit me up and told me about it. And I was like, oh, bet. Like, it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, because I probably the first time I really recorded at a studio was like 2017 or 2018.
Oh, so you've been doing it for a while. Yeah,
I haven't been consistent till Chance. But I just kind of been bouncing from studio to studio for a while.
Same here.
Like, you go to high school. It's some kid advertising his own studio, and you go there and you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Yeah. I'm trying to record. I hear my fucking voice delay like 0.5 seconds. I can't even rap because I'm still hearing the last bar type shit. And then he's like, nah, bro, that's normal.
And 0.5 seconds is such a big difference. For people that don't know.
It's like I'm fumbling my words.
Oh, it'll throw you off big time.
Well, I couldn't stand that. I was like, I ain't coming back.
Well, seeing from where it started, with you being one of the first clients, what do you think of the upgrade of the whole building?
It's like I've seen this shit brick by brick just go up.
Yeah, been a part of the foundation.
Yeah, no.
For
the whole new building shit was wild to me. I was like, damn, you're really getting out the
we
house.
Going big.
Like, damn, 30, 40 minutes away from where you live.
It's only up from here, man.
I do want to say, though, that with Chance's at-home studio, it was better than, like, some of the big studios, like, other artists have gone to.
And, like, that's the thing. Like, I've been to hell of a studios before. And, like, it's a dope environment. Like, you walk in, you see Plex. Like, it's half owned by this dude named Vito in Helluva. So Vito, he is a songwriter. He has like credits on Beyonce songs, 2 Chainz, and Drake. Wow. So it's like you go in, you see those plaques, but at the same time, it's not like you don't have like the same relationship with the engineer because every time you come in, it's somebody different.
Yeah.
You don't know who you get. Mm-hmm. And every time I come here, I get Chance, and I feel like we've been tapping in for a while. He knows
what you're looking
Zen
for.
Den sound like. Like, he knows what a Zen Den song is supposed to sound like, type shit.
For sure.
Shout out Six.
Was the single you dropped, With a Demon, was that your first song you ever recorded with Chance?
Nah. That was, might have been like the second or third, honestly. It was one of the first ones. But it was the first one we did, I think, on Pro Tools.
Oh, okay.
This was like after.
So this is like literally the beginning, dude.
Yeah.
This
was still during the beginning. It's funny because I actually recorded that song January 1st, 2022. It was like
Oh,
it was
so,
the first
okay.
studio session of that year too. I remember Chance.
That's dope. That's dope.
Oh, switch to Pro Tools, man.
I was listening to your whole catalog on the way out here earlier, and I was trying to like come up with a like artists that you like try to emulate, or like who I think you would sound like that's like popping in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're like an uplifting, like lyricist, kind of unique sound. I couldn't think of anyone. Who would you like try to like compare yourself to?
Honestly, that's hard. I feel like even starting off, everybody has like that one artist they kind of look at and they like, damn, if I could sound like this motherfucker.
Is there a specific artist you try to go for?
Not to sound like anymore. Maybe like flow and like beat wise. I fuck with like Isaiah Rashad heavy.
There we go.
There's a good answer.
Yeah.
We were,
like
bro.
I think he has like his own vibe, and that's something like every artist I feel like needs.
Yeah,
like
like
you
I
need to
said-
hear a beat and be like, this is a not Kobe. This is a Mac Miller type song. This
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
Drake type song. Like it's just that identity you make in music that kind of like creates that whole vibe. You make.
Yeah, like I said, you got a unique sound.
Yeah.
I like
honestly,
it. It's dope for sure, and there's an
appreciate
audience
that,
out there for sure.
Yeah,
And
100%.
I'm just like right now, I got a third EP coming out like right before summer,
All
like
right.
before my Camp Currency set and shit.
Well, we'll get
Yeah,
into that.
we're getting into
That is-
that.
That's gonna be like some hype shit. The Feeling Stuck EP, that was a bunch of older songs I did. Like I was looking at it, I think there was only like 2 songs on that whole tape I recorded this year,
All right.
and then my Dreamville one, or not Dreamville, Dreamers Advocate EP. That was like some shit I was just trying to put out because it released on my birthday, so I try to just be like, all right, what do I got right now that I want to put out?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
I
put
feel
it out. And I wish I could have gave it more time, but I really wanted it to release on that day. So I
Yeah.
was just like, fuck it. 2 weeks ahead of time, I'm releasing this shit.
Yeah, that's the problem I always have too. For real.
I kind of touched on like who you try to like not emulate, but you get what I'm saying about that. What like who inspired you to like really start music, or like who was like, you know what I mean?
That's a hard question. Honestly, it's a lot of people. Like when I grew up in like high school around then, when I first started listening to, or even middle school, I listened to like a lot of Meek Mill.
All right.
Meek Mill was like somebody I always looked up to. And then the whole Drake thing happened, and I think he fell off a little bit. But he's always like, his mixtapes were like, they were my shit.
That's a bold statement.
I still love me some Meek Mill, but he's just not the same as when he first came in the game. And that's the same for a lot of people.
I was thinking that you meant when you said the whole Drake shit happened that you started liking Drake and then you thought Drake fell off.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Nah,
Not
I
that.
get what you were saying
Not
now.
that.
Okay,
What's
no.
your favorite Drake album?
My favorite Drake album, Nothing Was the Same.
All right.
See, I'm one of the new Drakes.
Really?
Yeah. That's the stuff that made me fans was like
like-
back to back and stuff like
Really?
that. Yeah.
I think for me, I got Nothing Was the Same, and then Views.
Views is a great
Views is the
album.
one that probably grew on me.
It
the
got
most.
so much like hate though. Views did.
Yeah,
I
every-
liked Views,
Bro,
but
every Drake
That's the most
album,
Drake album.
every Drake album for the first like 2 months
Like-
will get so much hate.
Like people
Yeah.
always go into like a big like artist album and be like, all right, like they expect them to sound
they have
completely
too
different,
high of
but-
expectations.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
have that high of an expectation
They hear
for the
30
biggest
seconds.
artist in
Yeah.
the world who's already made so many records popular.
Yes.
That's the thing.
That's why I hate when people
Like, you
still.
gotta know what you're getting into.
Yeah, like when people hate on Eminem. Like, bro, he has done his work. Like, and he's still putting out good music. It's
Yeah,
just
he-
people expect it to be better than his hits.
He stand.
Like
he
I don't
stands
listen to
himself.
Eminem
Yeah.
as much lately, but it's not like I go into new album being like, all right, this guy sound like Slim Shady LP. Like
No, he's
that
trying
was
to make
20
years
years
yeah.
ago. This motherfucker was about as old as me when that shit came out.
Which is actually crazy if you think about it.
Yeah, it is wild. Kind of touching on your upbringing though. What were you doing as like a kid? Did you play any sports? You know, did you what? You know.
I did a lot of shit. I played soccer for like 9 years. So all the way up until I think my last year playing was a junior in high school.
Where'd
I played
you
travel.
go?
I didn't play high school because I went to 3 different high schools.
Oh
They
shit!
always had that Martin Luther King rule.
All right.
So I was like, fuck it. I ain't gonna play Woodhaven if I gotta play JV my junior year.
Yeah.
Ah, that
I
makes sense.
already had my team in Taylor I made, so I was focused on my indoor and outdoor for spring season then. But I played soccer for so long, and then I played basketball for a minute. I just didn't I just get that
Didn't
tall.
work.
Yeah, I was like, if I could be 6 foot, maybe.
If I was 6'5", bro, no.
Oh,
There's
for
always
real, though.
those tweets.
For
about
This
real.
that.
guy.
That's motivation. That's just genetics.
I don't know if we can touch on this, but you said you went to 3 different high schools. What's the like reasoning behind that, if you don't mind me asking?
So I used to go to like these like private schools as a kid. Like my parents would always be like, "Oh, you gotta get a good education," and I was always like a smart kid, but I didn't have like a passion for nothing in school for real. So for me, I was just like, I ain't trying to go to no fucking church. Like, just send me to Woodhaven. This is the school like right by our house.
Yeah.
I just take the bus there and not have to worry about shit. And I always never had a ride back home because my parents worked late, so I'd always have to stay like an hour or so after school. And I just didn't want to fuck with that shit anymore.
That makes sense. So where'd you graduate from? Woodhaven?
Yeah, I graduated from Woodhaven.
What year?
2018.
Oh, he's older than us. I didn't think he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm an old cat.
What kind of like genres or like artists were your like family playing around you growing up?
They ain't play any rap. They play. So my mom, she's from Europe.
Really?
Yeah, none of my parents were born in the U.S. I'm a
Wow.
first generation American.
Wow.
That's pretty dope.
That
Actually.
is dope.
Yeah.
So my mom, she's from Slovakia in Europe.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like the most random country
Wow.
you could pick.
Yeah.
My daddy from Mexico. Usually at home they listen to like a lot of like Enrique Iglesias, like Pitbull,
Right,
some
yeah.
Spanish shit. My dad'll be
Well,
just
Pitbull-
like blasting
Pitbull's-
mariachi, bro.
Pitbull's kind of rap. Like
Yeah,
Pitbull's
little
a
bit.
rapper.
He's like pop rap.
Yeah.
Like the same way Lil Jon is.
You'll
a
see
rapper.
him with, like,
Yeah.
Pitbull has some
bars.
hits. No, not bars. He has hits. Dude, he has hits.
We're not gonna talk about Pitbull on Timber with Kesha.
You could
Straight
you could
bars.
have like an hour playlist of
Pitbull
of
songs.
Pitbull, and
Yeah.
you're gonna know every word to him.
You could be a DJ and just play Pitbull club.
And it'd be like a fun night.
Pitbull songs all
Yeah.
night in the club.
Not the biggest Pitbull fan, but he does have
He
some
does
hits. I
have-
respect
Just
his
'cause he's
catalog.
There was a period in like from like 2010 to like 2013 where Pitbull like was one of the top guys on the charts.
Yeah.
No,
It was like
cap.
him and Bruno
And
Mars
the
chilling.
thing about
Pink.
Pitbull though is like he's just all energy, bro. He's not like a singer or nothing
No.
or has crazy bars. He has that energy on
He's
the
got the
track. That's
catchy-
Like, you gonna play this shit in the club.
It's
He's a good
catchy, bro.
entertainer.
It's catchy.
He's a
He
good
makes
entertainer.
catchy music. He makes very catchy music. You said you didn't really like school growing up, right? Like, you know, you just weren't the biggest fan of it. Did you ever
I
have
just
a...
never had like a passion in school. Nothing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
made me wanna,
You
like,
didn't... That's what I meant to say. Did you like to, like, write, though? I mean, like, did that
Yeah.
translate over to,
That
like,
was-
making
that
music?
was something that just happened for real. Like
Like, in your English class, did you just sit there and write?
I was
and-
always a good writer. Even now, I'm still in college.
Oh, really?
I'm at, Wayne State.
All
I'm
right.
doing psych, and that's like all writing, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's something I'm good at. Like, I go to college, and some of my other friends at other universities, they're like, "Yeah, this Chat GPT shit. You ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
Like, they write your papers
Yeah.
for you." I'm
No.
You
like,
literally
what
can
the
type
hell
in.
is
You
that?
can
What
type
the
in.
heck?
You can type in like write a whole paper on psych evaluation, and they will write like a 15,
Yeah.
and you can just copy and paste
I
it.
don't know
I might
nothing
just
about
go in
that.
there for my verses nowadays. Bro.
Oh,
Fuck
low
it.
key.
Hold on. You might be onto something for the
Yeah.
verses. Yeah, you might be onto something with that. I
There's
ain't
certain
gonna
apps,
lie.
bro. You can like have like
Give
you
me
can
a Drake
press.
type verse.
Yeah, you can press the genre and who you want rapping.
Oh, you're talking about the AI thing that's been
Yeah,
going on?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've been
That's the
seeing
same
that.
shit.
Yeah, same type of shit. Yeah,
It's crazy.
That is
shit's
wild.
taking over, bro.
yeah.
I'm not even gonna lie.
I saw a
literally
video.
went on YouTube the other day and it was like a Kanye cover of a freaking Bruno Mars song. I was like, what the hell?
I heard
like, this
Dra-
never happened. It was all AI.
Drake saying some fruity shit about him in 21.
Yeah, I
working on
saw
Rich
that.
Flex. Like,
I saw that.
some of them actually, I'm like, hold on a second. Like, is this real? Like, it catching me
Yeah.
off guard for a second.
Nah,
Like,
I've heard
what
some
was
crazy
it like
ones.
2 weeks ago? It was like the whole Trump fucking mugshots that came out.
Bro.
I thought them bitches were real as
Did
hell.
you see that shit?
Yeah.
He's getting like
That shit was
tackled by
crazy.
cops and shit. I was like, is that like? I thought I dead ass thought it was real. People are just getting
It's
too
like,
cold.
damn,
at
Dude,
this
Fact.
it's
shit.
crazy where
Yeah,
the
this
world's
all
going,
AI
bro.
type shit.
It's crazy where the world's going with technology, dude.
People are
That
getting
shit's-
too good.
That shit creepy.
No, like it's actually scary.
could be
Like,
screwed.
dude, think about what our kids are gonna have to be
Oh,
like doing,
yeah.
dude.
Oh my god!
It's
If some kid
wild.
like bro like think about like the shit that we used to get like girls would get in trouble for or get made fun of is like pictures and shit like that. Think about it now if people can just make them like do some crazy shit. Oh, that's horrifying.
Yeah, for real.
Pray for our kids.
Yeah, no, like you could. The people that are like really good with that AI stuff or just like Photoshop and stuff, they could ruin people's lives.
That's what
just
I'm saying.
like for no reason.
Have a whole new generation of crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, dude, I don't. Let's get off this. 'Cause it's crazy.
This
like,
is some good conversation.
no, it's actually like insane though. We're completely going off track from like the actual question.
No, but these are good.
I love it. I love it.
No, but that shit been on my mind lately.
Yeah,
It's everywhere you go.
bro. Yeah, there's no hiding from it.
Yeah, for real. All right, but like, when would you say you found a passion for music? Like, when did that writing and your good writing translate over to music?
Probably around like end of high school. I was like when I had my first song out on SoundCloud that I got a little bit of recognition for, called Rebel. I don't know, it was like my first high energy song, and everybody back then, like when I was in high school, it was like the whole like X kind of like Lil Pump, like
The
like
SoundCloud, the original SoundCloud.
Yeah.
kind of like that high energy shit.
That was such a good period, bro.
It felt like it too, because this was like, I would say like rappers around then, they were more inspired by like Future.
Yeah.
Like the DS2 album.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like you could hear that inspiration in a lot of beats and shit coming out back then.
And to be honest, like up until working with these guys, like I never really gave Future the like
The flowers,
yeah,
or the credit.
like I knew he was cold.
Future's a goat. I think
Yeah.
He's up there for sure.
Future's in my top 5.
100%. I mean,
And
you look at the guys, like, bro, he's influenced Uzi. He's influenced Juice WRLD. He's influenced Trippie Redd. He's influenced so many different guys that have made so much. Playboy Cardi. So many guys that have made so much noise.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Future is like the first rapper I like ever heard. I mean, I'm sure I heard other
Eminem's
but like
probably not.
like the first rapper that like actually stuck with me.
Yeah.
Was Future.
And that was what was so
Yeah.
cool about SoundCloud, because people that, like, if there wasn't SoundCloud, we probably never would have heard Juice WRLD. Probably
Yeah.
never would have heard of Uzi, Chance the
That's
Rapper.
facts.
So many guys.
Yeah.
It gave guys an avenue to create their own, like, way to wealth and their way to success. So I'll always have love for SoundCloud.
SoundCloud will forever be like
A part of
goated
history.
in the music industry. I feel like you can't forget that time
Yeah.
period.
One question I had to bounce off that one. Your music started writing around end of high school.
Yeah, around the time I was a senior.
When did the love for like rap come in? Around that same time?
It's been since I was in middle school.
Oh, really?
Like when I first got into like Meek Mill, even before then, I was listening to I listened to a lot of like Eminem, Gucci Mane, Lil Wayne. Those were like 3 rappers I listened to a lot. Like probably around starting 5th grade.
Oh, wow.
Around there, so it was a while. I used to love like that Gucci Mane Usher song they had back then, Spotlight.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing without.
Yeah.
That song was on the radio all the time. Then Gucci Mane just come in on the verse, make it sound like a different song.
Gucci was cool
I
as
think for
shit
me,
back then.
like when pop started like crossing over with rap a lot, it became more accessible for beats.
Yes.
Like that melodic rap you're saying, or like
Because like if you
the
think about it
bouncy rap.
nowadays, it's real hard to be a rapper and be successful if you don't got a voice that can kind of sing.
Yeah.
Like that you can hold your own on like.
If you can't do some
With
autotune
a
shit
singer.
that sounds somewhat
Yeah.
good, you're not gonna be able to make it.
yeah, for real.
And that's what's cool. You see a lot of big pop star artists like such as Bieber, Post Malone, Kid Laroi, Ty Dolla $ign, I guess, Bruno Mars, Chris Brown, all these guys working with rappers and making these great songs because it just works, you know?
Yeah, and honestly, like that's how you make a hit nowadays. Too. Like,
You got that catchy hook, and then you got
the pop star, you got the rap star, and
yeah,
maybe like Travis Barker or some shit.
that'd be some crazy Bieber, Drake, and Travis Barker. That'd be some crazy shit.
Did Drake and Justin Bieber have a song?
Drake and Bieber
That's a
do
good
not,
question. I
but
don't think so.
That
Bieber
would break the internet.
it would
dude.
destroy everything.
Why?
Or
Bieber
like,
did
or
do,
like Drake and Taylor Swift.
yeah, but Bieber did do the pop star music video for
What?
All right,
Drake's
yeah.
song Pop Star.
with DJ
With DJ
Khaled.
Khaled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, could you imagine like a Drake and Bieber, like Drake and Taylor Swift?
Bro, that's like equivalent to like Prince, Michael Jackson doing a song.
Like, do Justin Bieber and like Harry Styles have a song
No.
together? Could you imagine?
That'd
That
be
would
crazy.
break the internet.
Bieber and
like-
I'm not even
I
a
feel
big
like-
fan of them, but like I just know that song would probably.
Well, look
be
at
a
how
hit.
fucking-
Big. I feel like it'd be a little late though. I feel like it could have came out maybe like like 4 years ago.
Well, hell, bro, Drake's in the fucking Baby music video, like chilling with Bieber.
Like, I feel like no, because Bieber's still like cool and connected with a bunch of big people.
He's now the OG. He's like he's like a veteran now though.
Yeah,
like he's like the guy that helped, like how he did with Stay with Kid Laroi. Like Kid Laroi's up and coming. Bieber's like one of the top guys now.
Yeah.
But I feel like kind of like you can't go into a Bieber album expecting all hits nowadays. Like it's not the same. He's changed from where he started.
He does a lot of R&B and shit like that. He really focuses on his singing.
And I want to say like he lost his identity in music, but it's not as strong as it was when you were in high school. When they had the Bieber fans.
Yeah,
he had he really started focusing on his like melodic sound and his like singing and his acoustic sound of his music. But like stuff like Drake hopping on with Jack Harlow on Churchill Downs. Like there's like a lot of those guys are like established guys and they're helping out these young guys, and I think that shit's dope.
Yeah, for real. When you started music, did you get like a lot of love or like a lot of hate or like
probably like a little bit of both. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I first started off, I didn't really know exactly I didn't exactly find my voice right away.
All right.
I probably didn't find my voice till like maybe like 4 or 5 months after going to Chances.
All right.
Where I was just like, yeah, I know what I sound comfortable or what fits my style the best. Because a lot of it is just being able to hear your voice on something. I feel like there's beats that I try and go on and I'm like, damn, why'd I pick this beat?
Yeah. Yeah, it's a lot of it's trial and error. You throw shit at the wall, you see what you like, you see what sticks. That's why I like fucking around with covers.
Everybody has their own range. I think that's what makes music unique for me.
Yeah.
Does that
and it used to be like a turn off maybe because you're like, damn, I can't sound like this motherfucker.
Bro,
but at the same time, it's not really about that once you make so many songs because it's about I'm my own person.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna get by just trying to sound like anybody else.
Does that explain why you didn't drop a lot of music for a while? Like you dropped that one single and then you didn't really drop for a minute, right?
Yeah, no, I took some time off.
Just to find your sound, I'm saying?
Yeah, I was really just confused what I wanted to put together, too. And that Dreamer's Advocate, that was like my first project I put out. I wanted to originally put it out maybe like a month or two after my single came out. And then I just kept cooking up songs with Chance. And that's the thing. A lot of times I release shit and it's old to me after it comes out.
You just like don't want to hear it anymore.
Exactly. So I have to like tell myself to stop thinking like that because I'm even now, this next EP I'm about to put out called On Demon Time, literally I'm focused on like my album I want out next year right now. So I have it done. I'm just waiting on one song from Chance. And then I'm gonna get the whole cover art and shit created for me.
You do have some fire cover arts, I'm not gonna lie. And your beats are crazy. Your beats are crazy. I really like the beats.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always pissed a lot of producers off too when I was a kid. I was very picky picking beats when I first started out. Like I was that dude, but but I was always just like, man, like I feel like I heard this beat before. I want to rap on it. Like, I just got to bring something out of it.
I get looking for something specific though. Like you want it to be a certain way. I understand that. So that makes sense.
And even sometimes I hear a beat and I don't like it one day, and then the next day I'm like, damn, I should have rapped the verse on this shit.
Your was it your first performance, Camp Currency?
Yeah, that was my first performance.
Really?
That was the first time I met you.
Oh yeah, that was the first time.
Because I remember you were just like chilling over by Chance, like we were just talking, and then I saw him standing there. I thought he was with like KC and Nemo, and I was like, "What was your name, man?" You're like, "Oh, Eric," but
yeah,
Zen
I was
Den.
there all day for that.
Yeah,
I literally came in early. Wanted to practice my set
sound
a couple
check.
times. Yeah.
Oh, you had a good crowd pull up for yourself too.
Yeah.
I was about to say,
a lot of people showed love.
For that being your first performance, you had some really good energy. I'm not gonna lie, you had a pretty good set. Like there was a lot of people there that were supporting you too, so that was dope.
100%, and it didn't go unnoticed because you're coming back.
People from work, people from like my childhood and shit. Like pulled up. It was like
they were chanting.
It was
your name
almost
at one
like
point.
a weird like accumulation of people, but it was like you can't be mad about that.
That's just
shit.
love. That's just love
for
right
real.
there. Yeah.
What are you expecting at the next one?
Yeah, coming back.
Probably better. Like as far as the whole set goes, I'm probably gonna make my set its own thing this time around. Like one audio file.
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
Did you?
It's gonna be like a mashup of different songs.
Did you see any like increase in numbers after the first one, or people like rocking with your music more?
Yeah, no, actually, before I even had when I had Camp Currency, I didn't have a single song out.
That's what I was asking. So, I was asking Chance that. I was like, dude, I don't think he had that EP out yet.
No,
that was the crazy part. I literally just I released shit on YouTube. Like I was doing covers to shit. I did like it was a remix, not a cover. I was doing a remix on people's beats. I was rapping over Jack Harlow's "Late Through the Night."
Yeah, I love that song.
I rapped over Isaiah Rashad. What was it? Rip Young, R.I.P. Young. What other songs did I do? I did a Joey Badass beat. It was just a bunch.
That was another person I was thinking was Joey Badass for him too.
How long were you doing that for before like putting stuff on Apple?
Maybe like overspent like 4 months. For me, that was like me like cooking up.
Yeah.
That was me getting back into it because when I first went to Chance, I came in with a bunch of songs that was probably written like maybe 2.5 years ago.
Wow.
So it was like I never got into the grind where I was making new shit every week.
Yeah.
I had to just like write some new shit and prove to myself that I still got it in me.
But you're on that now.
Yeah. Me, I make at least 2 songs every week nowadays. Yeah. Like
all right.
I feel like I'm always ready. I probably got like 5-6 songs I could have brought to Chance today. But
yeah.
I like limiting it to like 1 or 2 now.
Yeah.
Unless I'm going for like a long session.
That's cool.
I feel that.
It's kind of cool too because Camp Currency really gave a lot of artists around here something to strive for, which I think was lacking around here. Like there wasn't like everyone was making music and trying to do better and make it out and do their thing and just make music they like, but it gave like a end goal. Like, oh, we got that this summer.
I was telling Colton like because the first time I met him was at Camp Currency too. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, bro, this whole shit is dope as fuck.
Yeah.
I never had this awesome shit when I was in high school. Mm-hmm. If I was in high school and I just started rapping, like, imagine just going to there and being like, damn, these
kids don't realize how lucky they are, bro. These kids don't realize how lucky they are.
The connections you can make at Camp Currency, though, you don't know an artist that's performing, you go up and talk to them. Hey,
there's people that we've had on the podcast that I didn't know before Camp Currency, like Fats Luciano. Yeah. There's been a lot of like different connections that you made. Chance has gotten clients off that.
Yeah. 100%.
I don't doubt it at all, bro. When I went, it was all vibes. Like,
yeah, it was a good time.
Literally, it felt like sometimes you go to like one of those festivals, like an underground. You're like, damn, everybody probably trying to sound the same, but nah, everyone
had their own
doing their own
sound.
thing. Yeah, for real. You already touched on it a little bit, but Dreamers Advocate EP. Mm-hmm. What really inspired that? What you said it took you a while to get going. Yeah. So what's the motivation?
Like the whole like inspiration behind that was just like a lot of the beats I rapped over were like inspiring to me. The whole like project for me was about just trying to chase dreams. Yeah. And like not letting anything stop me. Because like you know the phrase devil's advocate?
Yeah.
I kind of took that and spun it to Dreamer's Advocate as a way of me like gaslighting myself to go after my dream. Mm-hmm. Like you don't got much time. That whole song Dreamville, that was all about not everybody has a spot to make it as a rapper.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna find out if you can get a spot unless you keep rapping.
Yeah. Unless you take a chance.
There we go. 14 episodes, 14 pods.
Yeah, motherfuckers taking chances.
It makes too much sense for you to be here than taking a chance making music. Yeah. You already touched on the song though, Dreamville. I wanted to ask you about that. You remixed it with Who Ate Cusco. How'd that come about? I mean, you already talked about him earlier, but
personally, like I didn't know what I wanted to do when I first released my EP. I wanted to release an album, but I was like, in today's music, that's kind of bold to do, to release an album as your first thing. Like a lot of people don't got the attention span that they did back.
You need to build up a little bit of a fan base.
Without a fan base.
Yeah.
So I was just like, it took me a while to just be like, all right, take it one step at a time. Like, I got to work for an album type shit.
Yeah.
Like, I got to have music you come towards first to be like, all right, I'll listen to his album. I'll check that shit out.
Yeah.
I like this song. Let me check out this one. See what, yeah, I get what you're saying.
There were a few songs I added to the playlist, I'm not going to lie. I was rocking with a few of them. I think it's called Outside.
Outside? That's probably my
favorite. That's on Dreamer's Advocate, right? Yeah.
I like seeing this dude record,
That song's fire.
It's just good being in the studio. Like, bro, you seeing your work. Like, that's one big thing that I've taken away from being out here all the time is, like, seeing all these different artists and seeing his work ethic, like, going in and recording, it's just different. Like that's what like I fucked with you at Camp Currency, like knew you were talented, but then seeing your work ethic that came with it, it just added to it. Like
Yeah.
No,
you got something, Zen, for real.
I was more surprised because I think it was a couple weeks ago I asked Chance. I was like, more people like punch in or write their shit, and he's like, honestly, most people punch in.
Yeah.
I was like, for real.
Yeah.
Like I could freestyle, but to me, I feel like for me, I could just tell when people freestyle.
Yeah.
Like, cause for me, music growing up, it was like you had to like put something into my head through your song. You had to get this idea going for me to resonate with the song.
It's gotta be a plot.
Speaking of that,
I feel like when I freestyle, I go off topic so much.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, I feel like you really like storytelling your songs.
A little bit. I try not to overdo it or do it too much, cause then it feels like
You have good lyricism.
Yeah.
Though.
People understand
if
where you're coming
If
from.
I try and tell a whole story in a song, I feel like I need like 5 verses. Sometimes like I could say a whole verse and only get like 2 scenes out of
Yeah.
shit.
No, people understand where you're
But,
going, what you're going
Yeah,
for,
for
and
me,
like
it's not so much about telling a story, but telling like what's going on inside my head through like a certain time
Yeah.
period or whatever I
Yeah.
want to write about.
Well, you're fresh off an album in 2023, Feeling Stuck.
Yeah, to me, I still label it as like an EP, just because I don't know. I didn't promote it like an album. I just wanted it to be more songs on in my catalog.
Yeah, because it's only 7 songs.
Yeah, and I didn't really plan to make it 7 songs. It was just I wanted all those.
That
songs
is
to
more
be
like an
out.
EP.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. We're coming down to quick hitters though.
quick hitters.
You kind of were just talking about it too. Do you ever get writer's block? And how do you overcome it if you do?
I used to get it a lot. Nowadays, I still get it, but I think you just gotta take some time off. You gotta just push it to the side. Be like, I can't surround myself with music 24/7, trying to make shit, putting yourself under that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
Because then it's just gonna be a turn off, like psychologically.
Are you the type that you gotta like go live life and experience some things, and then you can go talk about it in songs?
That's a big thing. I'm not gonna lie. That's actually like a big thing. Like I need to do something.
You need to
have
experience
something to
something.
talk about.
Yeah, I feel that for sure. There's always room for improvement, though. What's your biggest weakness?
My biggest weakness, honestly, it's probably just like for me. I think it's my singing songs, like my slower songs. I always like they could just be a little better. They're like I don't think I'm that bad or I can't hold my own, but I think that's something I've always been trying to improve on because, like I said, you want to be able to
Hit
rap
certain
and
octaves.
sing
Yeah,
nowadays, or just hold your own on a slow song.
I feel it. All right, if you could make a collab album with any artist in the music industry, who would it be and why?
That's a good question. Like right now,
Yeah. And who would you want producing it?
I ain't even gonna lie.
We know Chance is gonna mix it, but
I'd probably pick somebody like JID.
ooh,
I've been listening to
And
JD a
like,
lot
here's the
recently.
thing. I feel like somebody like him, I'd be rewriting my verses the most, trying to make
He's
that album. But
pushing
it would just push me. It would just
yeah.
push me type shit.
Mhm.
Like just trying to be able to just rap alongside this motherfucker takes a certain like requirement out of somebody. I
Yeah.
feel like.
how long you been listening to him?
Probably since the Never Story, his first
Alright,
album came out.
Yeah.
I really rocked with that one a lot. That's probably still my favorite one.
All right. 5 dinner guests, dead or alive, sitting at your table. Who is it?
All right, number 1, Tupac. Number 2, Mac Miller.
Oh, you're going straight artist.
They don't have to be all artists.
Yeah, it can be anyone.
Oh, anybody?
Comedians, actors, your grandma.
I'm gonna ask your
Number-
top 5, but
All right,
this could
no
be anyone.
order then. But number 1, still Tupac. Number 2, still Mac Miller. Number 3, LeBron James.
I'm fucking with this table so far.
Yeah.
Damn, number 4, I'm gonna put Kobe just because I cried like a bitch today. He died,
Oh,
bro.
my
That
God.
shit was so sad. I was in the gym. I went to the sauna. And somebody just turned to me and was like, "You hear Kobe died?" I didn't believe him at first.
It was
I
one of
like,
those-
What the hell? Like,
Bro, randoms.
I'm about to go to work and you telling me this
Yeah.
like this shit that's about to ruin my whole day.
That's how I
real.
woke up. That's how I woke up that morning. That's how I found out. It was horrible. But yes, Kobe would be on mine as well.
But yeah, he's number 4. Number 5. It's a hard one. Honestly, I might just pick like Jonah Hill.
Hey, hold on though.
Somebody
Mac, Bron, Kobe, Tupac, and Jonah Hill. That's a fucking table right there. That might be, bro. We have done this 14. We have done that. Might be top 3.
Yeah,
we've had some crazy answers on this bitch. That's up there.
I think that one was just like somebody got to be cracking jokes.
What are you eating there? What do you eat? Yeah, you need Jonah Hill just for the comedy part of it. I'm sure Bron and Kobe could do that though.
Bron for sure.
Yeah.
They just be like picking at each other.
What are you eating? What are you eating there?
What y'all eating? What's the dinner of choice?
I feel like Jonah Hill just needs to be there.
Doesn't matter what you're eating.
After all these serious motherfuckers I just picked, you need somebody that's just gonna he's like the Frank of the group.
Yeah. I feel like Tupac's got that funny shit too, though. Based on what I've seen, I feel like he could be funny, cracking jokes and stuff. Yeah. Especially with Bron and Kobe. I feel like it'd be
still funny. Never answered. What are you guys eating?
Yeah. What's the dinner?
Italian food.
All right.
Anything specific? Or just like a bunch of different types of Italian food? I feel like
it'd be funny if Jonah Hill started eating like meatballs and spaghetti or some shit.
He's still going about the comedy way. Like, he's like, I don't care what he
I got the whole picture in my head.
He really wants Jonah Hill at this dinner. He really wants Jonah.
That was his 5th guy too. It wasn't even the first one he said, but Jonah Hill's like, no doubt.
That's funny. All right, now this is the question you were gonna answer, but your personal favorite top 5 artists of all time, not just rappers. It could be anyone.
All time. So yeah, Tupac. Mac Miller up there. Honestly, I really put Kanye up there too. I haven't listened to his music in so long, but I always like his first 3 albums. You got Late Registration, College Dropout, Graduation. Like I felt like the shit he rapped about back then was so inspiring.
3 albums that people could put in their top 10 best albums of all time.
That's true. And like I said, I haven't listened to him as much after the whole drama went down.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that. I think it's more so just what I associate with his music now. It's like, damn, like he's really just crazy. Yeah. He's not even trying to get.
It's been rough to be a cop.
He's denying every single bad thing anybody says about.
Someone we're really close with, the Rare Image, was a big probably the biggest Kanye fan I've ever met. And like when all this shit started happening, he was like, yeah.
Shout out to Jackie the Son.
Since I started making music a lot, I don't really hold other rappers to that high of a pedestal.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I kind of just see them as like competition. Maybe not competition, but like people you strive to like be greater than almost.
Yeah.
Because I feel like you kind of need to create that in your head to chase those dreams. Like you gotta be after somebody.
Yeah.
But I said Kanye, Mac Miller,
Tupac.
I probably put Isaiah Rashad in there too.
Yeah.
And
then Jonah Hill.
I ain't doing that. And probably like Kendrick.
Oh, okay.
That's a good. Yeah, that's a good top 5.
When I went to go see him at the music festival, Days in Vegas in 2021, that was the only reason I went. It was the first time performing in 5 years, because this was. It was like 4 or 5 years. But he performed all his albums from Section 80 all the way to Damn.
Wow.
Because this was before Mr. Morale came out. And it was crazy. It was a 2-hour performance. This dude performed 26 songs.
Wow.
It was insane.
I wonder what that check was looking like.
He got some money for that. This dude was
out of the media for like 4 years. And then I go to the festival that's trending on Twitter.
I got a theory about Kendrick and J. Cole. I really do.
What's the theory?
I know exactly.
I think I've told you about this. Yeah, I think I've said it on the pod, but Kendrick will pop off. He drops Damn. He's controlling the rap game. He's the biggest guy. He's in a lot of features, all that. You're not really hearing from J. Cole. J. Cole pops out. Kendrick goes back in the vault and starts making music again. J. Cole comes out and you'll see him on anyone's album doing features. He'll do his own albums and stuff. He'll take over for a couple years. Cole go back in the vault.
What you're saying is when J. Cole ain't here, Kendrick here, and when Kendrick ain't here, J. Cole.
They take turns running the game. Yeah. They take turns being the guy.
They just pass the crown back and forth.
Yeah, legit.
And then Drake's
pretty good sportsmanship. But what they ain't even like coming after each other. Remember like the whole Donda and the CLB was supposed to drop the same day type shit.
That shit was entertaining.
Do you remember the rumor that J. Cole and Kendrick had a collab album coming out and it was like 20 like. It was when they were both like popping off. It was like
I guarantee you, them dudes together have like 500 songs.
500's a stretch, but
think about all the sessions they've probably done together.
I think maybe like 100 max.
Dude,
because I don't know. For me, they're they're both the type that I feel like take time with their music.
I feel like they know that like the fans want that really bad, just them collabing on a album. So I think when they both want to retire, because they've both been like hinting at like slowly just like stopping making music and just doing other ventures and whatnot. I think that for their like retirement celebration, and they're gonna drop a collab album.
That would be crazy.
Could you imagine that would
break
like,
rap?
It really would, because I'd imagine most of those songs are like hidden in the vault for a long time. Like they've just been cooking.
It'll be some old shit. From
Like
like
remember when Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 5?
Dude,
it was literally like 7 years.
You guys want to hear?
Just been sitting on that album.
Dude, I've came across, this was years ago. I came across a T-Pain and Lil Wayne collab tape from like 2009.
T-Wayne.
Is that what it's called?
I'm pretty sure. But dude, it is hard, bro.
I remember that they released that shit on like Audio Mac and
yeah, it was like it was like hidden somewhere.
T-Pain, certified hitmaker.
Yeah, because my friend Mike, shout out Mike G, he's like one of the first people that I made music with too. But he was a huge Lil Wayne fan, and we used to, when I was in high school, we used to just see what was dropping every Friday.
Yeah.
And then we'd all just listen to it. We'd all go to like the lunch table, talk shit.
Yeah.
It's one of the goats too, right there.
He told us about that. We're like, huh? Like, that's crazy. This is some legendary shit. What the hell? But I don't know if it ever came out on streaming.
No, I don't.
Shout out T-Pain. One of the goats.
He was just at Grand Valley.
Yeah, bro, I know. When we were up there, we talked about it.
Yeah, one of my boys was the guy doing all the photos for it. If you had what is your favorite album with no skips?
Oh, this one, I know this one right away. The Sun's Tirade by Isaiah Rashad. That's probably my favorite album of all time.
All right.
It was a quick one. A lot of people take a while to think about that.
Yeah, they're like searching on their phone looking for the album.
That one just resonates with me the most. I feel like I probably got into that one around like 2019, 2020. Because I always fuck with Isaiah's first album. And then, I don't know, his second album was always weird to me for a while. And then I started listening to it more. And the older I got, the song just started sticking with me.
Feel you.
And that's the album if I don't have anything I want to play in particular, like a late night drive type album, that's what I'll listen to.
That's so.
Yeah, there's a lot of albums like that for me too. If you had a gun to your head and you got to sing every lyric to a song, what song would that be?
It's gotta be one of mine.
It can't be yours.
Dude.
Cannot be yours.
Sing Happy Birthday.
Why is it the same, bro?
The same exact thing
every episode. Oh, it's gonna be this one by me.
I be having such a hard time remembering the lyrics for other songs nowadays.
Yeah.
I know like the verse and half the hook, and that's about it.
If anything, I would know the hook and half the verse.
You know the verse. That's actually impressive.
You can't think of like an actual song though.
That might be one I might have to pull my phone. Actually. Probably the closest I could get is Dreams and Nightmares by Meek Mill.
That's a good one.
I'm not even gonna lie. That's gonna be hard as hell, but I like a challenge.
Bro, Don't Stop Believing by Journey. Everyone knows every word to that song.
Sweet Caroline.
Sweet Caroline, there's another one. Rap is hard though.
Yeah, no, if I could pick a rock song, I'd probably pick one, but my parents are foreign as shit. They don't listen to any rock music. I didn't grow up on none of that.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, still taking a chance.
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, like
honestly, the way I've always looked at my music career is that I'm just not gonna stop. Like literally, it's always either gonna be a hobby or my job, type shit. And if it's not my job, it's still gonna be a hobby.
Yeah.
Because the way I'm still going to school, I'm still trying to pave a way, even if it don't work out.
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I've had too many friends in the past too, who've just tried to make it like their career too early.
Yeah.
Or too quick.
It's a process.
That's too much of a gamble.
It takes time.
Because you gambling a lot of time, and you looking for results a little too quick. Like, look at like artists like Lizzo. Like her song popped off, whatever that one song she had
Truth
on the radio.
Hurts. Yeah,
it was
like
2 years after that shit came out. And that's how I feel like that's how a lot of people's thing work. Like you're not Kanye.
Yeah.
You're not,
slow and steady.
Like, unless
man.
you're producing or doing something else for a bigger artist.
Yeah.
The fact that people expect their first release to just pop off and go viral, That's
stupid,
unrealistic.
Yeah. Unrealistic as
You're
hell.
building up, you're just gonna get crushed by that. But like Megan Trainor, she not all about that bass, but she had a song that recently went viral on TikTok. It was from like 2011 when she recorded it, and it just blew up now. That song "Somebody I Used to Know" by Gotti. That song was like 6 years old.
Whatever happened to that guy?
It was just fucking one hit
That's
wonder.
the thing I always tell people. Like, there's always so much good music that's old that you haven't even heard.
You know what's crazy?
It could be before its time.
It's literally like trying to find underground artists nowadays, like digging through a gold mine.
You know what's crazy is your favorite rapper's probably out there, and you'll never hear him ever in your life.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah. Someone says some shit like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And fuck
think about that.
He might have already quit too.
Yeah.
He might have had like a crazy run and just been like, "Damn, I ain't getting no money off this shit."
For real. He might have just gave up. But like someone said some shit like that to me the other day that like the world's best free throw shooter probably never played a minute of basketball. Like just goes to the gym and shoots free throws all day, doesn't miss, just automatic. Probably will never know his name.
That's probably all he could do.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, no, 100%. But if before we send you off, you got any like shout outs, social media handles you want to give out? Go ahead. Right now is your time.
Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. That shit's all Zen.Den. So if you want to check me out, go on there and stream my shit. Zen Den on Apple Music, Spotify.
We'll have it in the description for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to the fam. Shout out to the supporters. Anyone?
Shout out my boy, D.T. He's probably the dude that made me first start rapping, honestly. I could tell a whole story about him, but he's just my boy. I need to take him here sometime. He got his own studio, and he lives in Southwest, so we always on different times.
Yeah.
Honestly. It's hard.
Shout out him.
Shout out him. Shout out my boy Mike G. Shout out Mason. She Fire and
Frank. Shout out Frank.
Dave and Frank.
Shout out Big Frank. We haven't got to talk about Big Frank.
We need to talk about Frank.
Hey.
This podcast is not ending yet.
Hey,
we got to talk
we
about
gotta
Frank.
talk about this dude real quick. How did you meet Frank?
It was like at somebody's grad party.
And you guys just like hit it off?
It was at my friend's ex's grad party.
Bro, we were about to end the episode.
I got so fucked up. I had to sleep over her house, and then Frank was there too, and I remember he was just rapping over, I forgot whose song, but he was just rapping over it, and it stuck with me. I was like, it's funny as hell.
For everyone that does not know Frank, we are going to get him on an episode, either the next episode or some early season 2.
Yeah.
Honestly,
and we are going to have him freestyle because I'm not going to lie. How long has he been rapping and freestyling, would you say?
Probably like around 2 years now.
2 years. All right, bro.
Yeah, no. Next time, both of us will freestyle.
We're gonna have him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We're gonna have him freestyle on the pod because it's one of the most like craziest things I've ever seen in my life.
It's
like,
genuinely like it like.
I've seen people freestyle, bro, but like he's actually like different. And like you look at him, you're not gonna think this guy can rap, but like
he can keep going.
Dude, it's like
you gotta tell him when to stop.
It's like this. It's like it's Harry Mack, Juice WRLD, Big Frank.
Like he has potential to get there.
Swear.
He has so much potential to get there. And one thing I've been saying about Frank anytime I've talked to him, no one has ever in their life been like, "Damn, Big Frank's a dick." He is genuinely the nicest dude you will ever fucking meet in your life. And I'm glad because he's going to be a part of the TAC family now.
Bro, when he used to work at the vape shop, I used to just pull up, buy what I needed to. I'd chill with him for like an hour or two, and we just freestyle. They had a TV, or he'd just connect his speaker, go on YouTube, start playing beats.
Was he like not the best when he first started? Like, have you seen it like get taken up a notch?
Yeah, I've seen it get taken up a notch. I think when he first started, it was more like he say the same shit all the time.
Yeah.
And now he's like
actually expanding his vocabulary.
Because I think that's just what it is. Like you start rhyming the same words a lot when you first freestyle, and then you're like for me, I've written so many bars that it's like it's kind of ingrained in my head, like words to rhyme shit with. So for him, it's like just trial and error type shit. Like, all right, I gotta try a new word to rhyme with, and he could rhyme pretty good, bro. He could pull out a bar that just make you laugh your ass off.
I think what we should do when he's on here is have objects, like we say words.
We'll have shit written. We can write shit on a whiteboard.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
I think the objects would be
fun as
dope too. So yeah, hey, if you're watching this, Big Frank, we need you on the pod.
We will have you soon. Big
Anyone
Frank.
else, be on the lookout for that episode because it is going to be hilarious. Big Frank is that guy.
He's good vibes.
Yeah, no, great vibes, great person. But no, I just want to give you your flowers. Thank you for coming on.
Appreciate you for the chance.
Yeah, took a chance. Did it
I see
again.
what you did there.
But nah, for real, thank you for coming on. This has been a long time coming.
Yeah.
So nothing but best of luck in your future music and anything in life that you try to endure. So
Appreciate you, man. I'm gonna keep pumping out them songs. This is just the beginning.
You've been killing it, bro, and I'm like genuinely excited to see how far it keeps going and watch you keep taking chances and making hits, bro.
It's only up from here, brother.
Only up
Honestly,
from here.
just seeing myself get better. That's enough inspiration for me half the time.
Hell yeah. Well, I want to say thank you. Before we sign off, we got to give shout outs to your sister.
Yeah,
for painting some of those
paintings.
canvases.
Her Instagram will be in the description.
Shout out to Centaur Slots for making this whole thing possible.
Their link will be in the description. Yeah, it's been a good episode.
Like,
good
comment, subscribe, I guess.
Yeah, like, comment, subscribe.
And
we got one more, and then we'll be hitting season 2.
Season 2. And I think we might have something special coming for Mother's Day, but that's still in the works.
Oh,
we'll see.
yeah.
We'll see.
I forgot about that.
Mother's
We
Day?
got... What up?
For Mother's Day.
Oh, I thought you said the other thing. My fault. Yeah, for Mother's Day, we got
What are
something.
y'all doing? Bringing in a MILF or some shit?
Hell no.
No.
All right, I think that's a wrap. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys next Sunday.
We will.